Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here today. As Tammy mentioned, today we're going to be talking about actually partnering with Canadian Blood Services. I'll talk a little bit more about who we are, what we do. I know I spoke to a few of you earlier and you're familiar with us. Some of you have already donated, which is amazing. But we'll talk a little bit more about who we are, what we do, and what partnering with us actually looks like and what it can mean for your business. So I'll start by introducing myself. As Tammy mentioned, my name is Mariam Nis. I'm one of the business development managers at Canadian Blood Services. Joining me today to help support our event is Anna. Oh, there she is. Okay. Where'd she go? She's our incredible community development manager and our stem cell expert. So if you have any questions about joining our stem cell registry, or even if you're like, what is the stem cell registry? Anna's our expert. And today she's also our photographer. Like she's just on top of that. So love it. So please find her if you have any questions about joining our registry. Now I'd like to start with a very simple question. What do you know about Canadian Blood Services? You can shout it out, you can raise your hand. It's Canadian, yeah, it's in the name. Pardon? I heard someone else say something. Blood, yeah, there you go.
I think I heard this, one donation saves 3 lives.
Yeah, one blood donation saves 3 lives. That's good.
Stem cell donation.
Yeah, stem cell registry, there you go.
Save lives.
Organ
Save
donation.
lives. There you go.
It's in you to give.
It's in you to give. Yeah, that was our old slogan.
I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay, awesome, great. So I'll give you a quick kind of overview of who we are. So we're often referred to as Canada's Lifeline or Canada's Biological Lifeline. We are basically, to keep it in simple terms, we are the connection between a donor and a recipient. So we are a nonprofit organization. We were funded back in 1998. So we've been around for a while. We have locations all over Canada. I know some of you have been to like our blood donation centers. I don't know if anyone here, I think there was one gentleman I spoke to that has donated plasma. Now I can't find him, but, oh, there you are. Okay, I was like, wait, did he leave? I was like, okay, you're there. So we really do 4 main things as far as like supporting Canadians. So the first is, it's in the name. We manage Canada's supply of blood products. We also manage Canada's supply of plasma products. We also manage Canada's National Stem Cell Registry, and we're part of a global network. So we help identify people who are in need of a stem cell transplant with a potential donor, and this is global. So you can join our registry today. It takes 2 minutes to join, and Anna's our expert, and we'll walk you through it. But once you join our registry, you could be a match for somebody, halfway across the world. So it's an incredible thing to be a part of. And last but not least, and we're not really known for this, but we also manage Canada's registry for organ and tissue transplantation. So anybody who's a living donor or anybody who wants to be an organ donor, we help organize that as well. Now, in our center, you're currently in the Vaughan Donor Center, you can do 2 of those 4 things. You can donate plasma, which I'm assuming most of you don't know what that is, so we'll talk a little bit about that. And you can join our stem cell registry at our center as well. Now, just out of curiosity, besides you, has anybody donated plasma before? You got a show of hands? No? Oh, I see one person, yay, okay. Perfect. So this is perfect. This is why it's so important to have events like this, because ultimately at the end of the day, like, yes, I'm here to talk about how important it is, how I can help support your business, but really at the end of the day, the goal is just awareness, right? Like, we're here, this is what we do, and this is why we do it. So I'll explain what plasma is, and then we'll kind of take it from there. So plasma and a plasma donation, plasma is a part of your blood. So it's a yellowish protein liquid that's found in your blood. It makes up about half of your blood volume. And its main purpose, its main function in your body is to support your immune system. So oftentimes, and I know I was speaking to a few of you earlier today about how we call plasma liquid gold. So I'll call it that, our staff will refer to it as liquid gold, and that's really for 2 reasons. The first reason is if you look at a bottle of donated plasma, actually Denise, is there a bottle there? You can hold it. Oh, you put them back, okay, no problem. Anyway, a bottle of plasma literally looks like a bottle of liquid gold. It's a deep yellowish color, which sometimes throws people off because they think it's part of the blood and it's gonna be red, but it's a deep yellowish color, it looks like liquid gold. The second reason we call it that is because it's extremely valuable in the different ways that we can use it to help save lives. So to walk you through just a few of the ways that we use plasma to treat different diseases and disorders, these are just a bunch of them. The most common is people with immune deficiencies. Can you see my mouse there? Okay, perfect. So these are people that rely on plasma either bi-weekly or sometimes even on a weekly basis just to stay alive. So they rely on donations for life, so this is not like temporary. There are also people that rely on plasma for a phase of their life. So a cancer patient is another common one. When a patient goes through chemotherapy, they're given a vial of plasma at the end of their chemotherapy treatment to help prevent infection, to help prevent clotting, and to just support their immune system, because as you can imagine, chemotherapy is really tough on the body. And so unfortunately, statistically speaking, everybody in this room either knows somebody or is going to know somebody that's going to rely on a plasma donation at some point in their life. I know we were speaking earlier about, a few of us were talking about how in Japan they just created artificial blood. Yeah, so we're nowhere near that yet, unfortunately. So every single plasma product comes from a donation. I'm assuming most of you are local, so you're familiar with Mackenzie Health and Cordalucci Hospital. So just to give you an idea, to kind of put it into local terms, just last year alone, we sent them close to 6,000 units for their patients. So they may sound like a big number, like, oh my God, 6,000. It's nowhere near what they need to meet their patient demand. It's not even close to what they need. Not just in Vaughan, but all over Canada, the need for plasma is 4 times more than what we're currently receiving in donations. So if you're wondering where we're getting our plasma, we're buying it from the global market. About 90% of our plasma we purchase from the US. So ideally our goal is to be self-sufficient and to just rely on Canadians helping other Canadians. And unfortunately we're not there yet, but this is why events like this are so important, because we want to raise awareness about the need for plasma and how important it is in Canada. We actually need, I don't know, Anna's going to kill me wherever she is, but we actually need plasma more than we need whole blood in Canada right now. The demand for plasma is way higher. She always gets mad at me when I say that because she manages a blood clinic. But anyway, it's the truth. I'm just being honest. So, any questions at all about what I've said so far? No? Okay. Now, one question I always get is, well, what's the difference between donating blood and donating plasma? The main difference are those machines behind you and a process called apheresis. So basically what happens is, the same way that you would donate blood, there's one needle in the arm. The only difference is that process called apheresis. So in my non-medical terms, nurses, cover your ears. You're connected to this machine. The machine spins your blood really, really fast. We keep the plasma, and then you keep your red blood cells, white blood cells, and your platelets. So one of the good things about a plasma donation is it's a lot easier on the body than a whole blood donation. So you can actually donate as often as once a week, whereas a whole blood donation, you're looking at waiting a few months between donations while your body kind of regenerates the blood that you donated. Because plasma is mostly water, your body completely regenerates what you donate within 24 to 48 hours, which is pretty cool. Because you can donate more often, we're able to create more medication with those donations as well. Does anybody know their blood type here? I was speaking to a few people. I'm getting a few shameful head nods. So one of the cool things about Canadian Blood Services is when you donate, you'll actually find out your blood type, which is very important to know, and you should know your blood type. You never know. So that's one of the benefits of donating is you'll find out your blood type as well, which is pretty cool. I'm B positive, if anybody cares. Which somebody told me was very fitting for me because I'm positive. So anyway, if you are O negative, which I know I spoke to somebody who was O negative, that's the most rare blood type, and that's actually the only person I will tell to not donate plasma and to donate blood, because if you're O negative, you're a match for everybody. You're a universal donor, and we would much rather have you donating blood. So if you are O negative, disregard everything I just said. Please keep donating blood if you are. Awesome. Any questions at all about what I said? Yes?
So while we are donating blood, plasma is also going through?
Yes, yeah, but it's a much smaller portion.
Okay.
So when you're able to just donate plasma, we can collect more and collect more frequently. So with blood, you have to wait 2 months, 2 to 3 months.
So blood will be replenished in about 2 days. What about plasma?
No, plasma is 2 days.
Plasma is
Yeah, blood it takes 3 months. If 3 months if you're a woman.
56 days if you're a man.
56.
And 84 if you're a female.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, she's our blood expert too. Yes.
So who wouldn't qualify?
You know what? It's hard to say. The most common ones are people that have traveled recently. You have to wait 21 days between traveling or after you traveled. People who got tattoos have to wait 3 months. People who got piercings have to wait 3 months. There's a common misconception that if you have tattoos, you can't donate. That's not true. You just have to wait 3 months. If you're taking a specific medication, or if you're like, I have high blood pressure, or I'm not really sure, the easiest thing to do is 2 things. You can go online and take an eligibility quiz. It'll tell you right away if you're eligible to donate. What I recommend, and this is what I did, is you can actually call the 188 to donate number and speak to a nurse directly. Tell her the medications you're taking, tell her what your concerns are, and they'll tell you right away, like, yep, you're good to donate, or maybe you should hold off. So that's probably the easiest way to find out. I wouldn't even know, and sometimes I get questions of like, I'm taking this medication, can I donate? And I'm like, I have no idea. So call and speak to a nurse who can help guide you and let you know if you're eligible or not to donate. Any other questions?
I have a second one.
Yeah.
Somebody who's anemic, can they donate?
So actually, what's interesting about that is if you're somebody who has low iron, we recommend donating plasma over donating blood, because when you donate plasma, you're not going to see a dip in iron levels because we're just collecting the plasma portion. If you're somebody who has low iron, if you're anemic, you are going to see a dip if you try to donate blood. But if, for peace of mind, we always check your levels before you donate anyway, just to make sure that you're eligible. Yeah. We're not going to, by the way, if your iron, I think it's 125. Yeah, if it's lower than that, you won't be accepted. We'll ask you to come back. Yes.
How long does it take?
To donate plasma? So it depends on the person. We actually have a leadership board over there that it turns into a fun competition. Depending on an individual's height and weight, that determines how much we can collect. I think the fastest time is 15 minutes or 17. What is it now?
17, 562 milliliters.
Yeah, so 17 minutes is our fastest time. The longest that I've seen is about 50 minutes in the chair. But these are usually people who don't listen to me and they don't hydrate, and that's why it takes so long. So if you come in to donate, I'm going to send you an email of how to prepare. Please read the email and please prepare so that you're not sitting in the chair for that long. But on average, it's 20 to 30 minutes. Is that fair to say?
Yes, and 40 minutes.
Yeah, the 40 being one of the average longer times. Yeah. So it takes a little bit longer than donating blood because we're doing it in cycles. But yeah. Any other questions about that? Okay, awesome. So let's talk about actually partnering with Canadian Blood Services and what that looks like. So anyone I've already met, any events that I've spoken at, you already know, because I say this all the time, but a study was done that found that 78% of Canadians would be more likely to purchase a product or a service from a company that supported Canadian Blood Services. That's a lot. And it makes sense when you think about now more than ever, they want to shop local, they want to support Canadian businesses, they want to partner with Canadian services. We don't want to necessarily partner with or shop on the US market. We want to support local businesses. So we're seeing more and more, like even in my role, like I'm seeing more businesses come out and say, we want to partner with you guys, we want to promote the fact that we're a Canadian business. And so it was nice to actually have a statistic that it was close to 80% of Canadians, which is a big number. Now I want to take a minute before we jump into what the partnership actually looks like and just highlight some of our current partners. So these are partners specifically in Vaughan. Hopefully you recognize some, if not all of these partners. And I just want to stress that we treat every single partner the same. So whether you're a small business, you're a team of one, you're a team of 5, you're a huge corporation like Cannabis Wonderland, everybody gets treated with the same respect and gets the same perks as well. Okay, so let's jump into actually partnering with us and what that looks like. So first and foremost, when you partner with us, you have an opportunity to make an impact. So one thing I forgot to mention earlier is that we are a nonprofit organization, meaning that we are not going to sell your plasma on the global market. I've been asked if we do that. I actually was asked the other day, which I thought he was joking, but he wasn't. We don't sell your plasma on the black market. So just to clarify, I was genuinely asked that the other day, and I was like, no. So every single time you sit in that chair and you donate, you have peace of mind that you're helping another Canadian who needs it. So we ship our medication all over Canada to over 760 hospitals, everywhere except Quebec. Quebec's Quebec. They do their own thing. But so first and foremost, you have an opportunity to actually make an impact. This is a great opportunity as well to show your customers, to show your clients, but also to show your team that you are serious about giving back, that you're giving back to your community, and you're going to do something that actually matters. So that's the first thing, you get to make an impact. And then you also have an opportunity to promote your business. So I want to just say from the jump, we do not ask for any money. If you would like to write us a big check, I will not stop you. Please write the check. But we really ultimately, at the end of the day, our goal is to have donations, to have butts and seats donating. So we try to find ways to help promote you and help, like I was saying earlier, scratch our back, we scratch yours. So we want to promote businesses that support us and partner with us. So one of the wonderful things about donating plasma is you can donate as often as once a week. That means at our center, we have over 25 donors. We're seeing them once a week, we're seeing them bi-weekly, we're seeing them monthly. They know that there's always an event happening at our center, there's always a giveaway, there's always a featured, our partner spotlight, which you can see over there. We have our July calendar up there, but this is our June calendar, just to give you an idea of what's going on in our center. So in June, we had a partnership with Cannabis Wonderland, we gave away tickets. We had a golf giveaway with Coppers Creek, if anyone's into golf. And we always try to do events like this. We offered exclusive discounts with our partners. So our incredible donors will go out and support these businesses that support us. So this is a great way to be promoted in center to our donor base. We also promote on our social media platforms. So if you as an organization come out and donate, we will promote that on LinkedIn and Instagram and just say, this is our newest partner, they came out and donated, this is what they offer, just a little spiel about your business. So we do that as well. And then one thing I want to mention, because I've been asked this before, one of our biggest partners is Canada's Wonderland. They donated 200 tickets. I understand that not every business can donate and do something as grand as that. So our partnerships really are designed to make sense for you and to make sense for your business. So if you tell me, hey, I can offer maybe 10% off my services to CBS donors, we can promote that to our donors and they will go out and support your business. That's what makes sense to them. If you say, hey, I just want to offer a free consultation, we can do that as well. So we'll work together to figure out what makes sense for you and what makes sense for your business as well. And then this is just a quick example of what you can see on our social media platforms. So Massage Medic is actually across the street. They're a new business. We went in and we filmed some content. We posted it on our social media platforms and welcomed them as an official partner. So if there is an opportunity to actually film content for you, we will do that as well. And then of course Wonderland was our big giveaway for the month of June. Any questions so far about the partnership? No?
So it's not just money donation, it's service donation or
Yeah.
organizing an event like this.
Yeah, so we actually prefer, I prefer, and I might get in trouble for this, but I prefer you don't write a check. I would prefer you rather come in and actually donate. So in order to partner with us, there's no need to write a check. It's completely optional. Some people like to, some people prefer to just write a check and take their photo and go. I want you to do the hard stuff and sit in the chair and donate.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to recap really quick, here's what you get when you partner with us. First and foremost, you get to make an impact. It's a great team building opportunity. It's a great way to grow your business through an organic donor base that will go out and support local businesses that support us. We will advertise you in the center. Like we've got Moxie's as a partner. They're a perfect example. So we've got that sign up, all the time. They have a specific giveaway that they're doing, which I hope you guys can grab their coupons before you leave. And yeah, in-center advertising and social media promotion as well, and more. So we sometimes will do events like this, and our partners get first dibs on coming in and actually tabling at one of our events. Of course, and that's no cost as well. And what we ask of you, it's very simple: 90 minutes of your time. So coming in as a team and donating, we request that you bring 4 donors with you. So I know some of you are probably looking at me like, I'm a business, like I'm one person or I'm 2 people. There's not 5 employees. That's okay. My ask is that you lean on friends and family to come out and support you and donate. We worked with small businesses before, like Massage Medic is a perfect example. There was only 2 of them when they were opening their doors, and they just went out and asked friends and family, hey, we're trying to partner with Canadian Blood Services. Can you come out with us and donate? And they had such a great turnout. So lean on friends and family, come out and donate as a team. That's really all that we ask, and we'll do the rest. So we will promote your business. We'll work with you to figure out, what's a discount or what's an offer that we can offer to our donors that makes sense for you, and then we'll take it from there. So it's a really, really great way to give back, and this is my catchphrase, if you will, but it's the only donation that isn't going to cost you any money. So it's going to look great for your organization as well to give back and do a good thing, and I'm not asking you to write a fat check, but again, if you want to make it up to me, I'm not going to stop you. It's Mariam Nis, okay? M-A-R.
I do e-transfer.
Yeah, I'll take e-transfer. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a fancy check. Okay, now this was the video that I couldn't figure out, so let's try to see if this will work. By the way, this is Mike Jones. He is an actual plasma recipient that made a video for us. Okay. Let's see if this works.
My name is Mike Jones.
You know that?
I'm a truck driver.
My name is Angie. I'm Mike's wife, and we've been married 12 years.
Our dog, Penny, she's reached out town. The dog is our baby. She's our companion.
She's good for him, because even if he wants to be left alone, she won't leave him alone.
Yeah, I'm still recovering, slowly. Every month I can see a little bit of a difference. Good days I take the dog, go down to Tim Hortons, grab a coffee, come home and enjoy it. Dog gets her 10 minutes, I get my coffee. Those are the good days. And those are the days I look forward to creating. I'm over here fast. About 10 years ago, I woke up in the morning legs wouldn't move, my arms wouldn't move.
And by the following Thursday, he was paralyzed from the neck down and ventilated and placed in ICU. It was terrifying.
They basically put me in a medical coma for 2.5 months, roughly.
Mike was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome. It's also known as GBS. The hospitals are seeing more and more cases of GBS, more than ever. And plasma is one of the things that can stop the attack on the body. That takes an average of 20 donors per one treatment. Bindi is our therapy for both of us, so I would bring her in every day to Mike, and he'd spend time with the dog. And, she's great therapy.
She's something that I can think about other than myself.
This can happen to anybody. It happened to us. We're just normal working people, and we just wanted to thank the generous donors for donating.
If I could meet some of the people that donated plasma, I would like to shake their hands, thank them, and ask them to ask more people to donate.
Gets me every single time. I've seen that video 100 times and like, whew. Okay. Any questions at all about anything that you saw today?